So today's the day we're going to get stuck into the course. We're going to start at the very beginning as if we were a newbie and we hadn't touched it before. So in the beginning of the course there is a welcome section and a getting started section, and it talks all about the materials that you need, and then it jumps into an optional, what do they call it, introduction to acrylics foundation. So we will jump into that, but first of all what we need to do is, I had bought the paints recommended. We'll have a look and then we can jump into the course. Okay, this is what we've got. I like the size of these tubes. I'm really pleased with those. And this is the list of all the colours that are included, in case that's useful. What I do like about these is that they've got transparent or opaque written on them, which is going to be really useful going through this course. I remember from last time that was really important. I will show you what I used to do with my what I do with my existing paints. I have to mark them manually. But yeah, this looks really great. I'm pleased with that. There's some colours there that I haven't used before, so I'm looking forward to getting stuck in. These are my existing oil paints, and you can see what I've had to do is just mark on them with a black marker whether they are, for example, a cool transparent paint. So I've got all my cool transparents and warm transparents in here. So I've got all of my transparents there and I've got all of my opaques here. So yeah, I'm pleased. The Milan paints, all nicely, easily marked. So I've got all my colours and let's get cracking. So I've just finished the first session. I really enjoyed it. What I do realise is that materials really count, and I did this on acrylic paper rather than getting a board or putting gesso on watercolour paper, which is what they suggested. And that was really difficult. I don't normally work on paper. So yeah, really good, and a really good lesson in transparents, opaques, lights, darks, and working from background to foreground. So yeah, lesson 1 in the bag. Good job. Okay, so pair is done. Next session is Fruit Still Life, step 1, monochromatic underpainting. So we're going through the same process again, but with a slightly more complex shapes. All right, now that the underpainting is done, I'm ready to move on to step 2, which is the transparent glazes. So I've got my paints out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get going. Okay, that's the transparent layer done. So now I've swapped out my transparent colours for the opaque colours. I'm going to put them on my palette and get cracking. There you go, all done, finished. I didn't time myself. I realised that the strawberry is a little bit big, bananas need a bit more colour. I'm going to reshape that strawberry. What I noticed is how stressed I was actually following a video and painting at the same time. I didn't realise how tricky that was for my old brain. I'm just getting too old for it. Yeah, that was definitely a consideration. I could feel myself tensing up, but actually I really enjoyed it. Loved using the colours, really enjoyed the exercise. So yes, can thoroughly recommend the introduction to acrylics, the optional foundation course. I love making videos. See you in the next one.